on your historic election victory as you build on the successes of your previous term. I look forward to renewing our collaboration to further strengthen the India-US comprehensive, global and strategic partnership. Together, let's work for the betterment of our people and to promote global peace, stability and prosperity. Prime Minister, in fact, goes on to post a few pictures of him with President Trump, which includes one in Ahmedabad, where Prime Minister had held the Namaste Trump event, hosting President Trump in front of 100,000 huge crowd. And then there is another picture of Prime Minister and Donald Trump at the Howdy Modi event in Houston, Texas. And then, of course, there are a couple of other pictures of the two leaders engaging. That clearly shows the kind of chemistry that is there through the pictures comes out, and which was underscored by President Trump during the campaign, not once, twice, perhaps three times. And Narendra Modi becoming the first leader perhaps from Asia Bloc to be congratulating Donald Trump. And of course, this is big for India. Remember, in the period of 2016 to 2020, when Donald Trump was president, India carried out the surgical strike in Balakot. India removed Article 370 from Jammu and Kashmir, and we generally saw our geopolitical situation really strengthening, and no interference whatsoever from the deep state in the United States. Unfortunately, over the last 4 years, Shravan, we have seen the Biden-Harris administration strengthening Pakistan by improving their F-16 arsenal. We have seen the United States having some role, as reported, in destabilizing Bangladesh and hence India's neighborhood. And we have seen the United States indulging in push and shove on issues of human rights, freedom of religion, etc. We have seen United States play some destabilizing role in India's northeast. So in a way, that's a good development. India's geostrategic community and the policy think tanks would be breathing easy. And Prime Minister there really underscoring that with his congratulations. If you read between the lines, Shravan, and I would like to, what Prime Minister Modi is saying is that we will build on the successes of the first term, and that's really okay. Moving on, back to back, Prime Minister Modi congratulates President Trump, and then we have Giorgia Meloni of Italy coming out with her congratulatory message on Trump. Historic friendship with America, she is saying in her post, and sincere congratulations to Donald Trump. Remember, Meloni, in fact, happens to be a right-wing leader in Europe, and so there would be an ideological coming together, unshakable alliance with America. She is also the one who is strongest, perhaps, in terms of staying power in Europe, with Olaf Scholz, Emmanuel Macron going out, and of course in United Kingdom we have Keir Starmer, who is from the left bloc. Okay, Shravan.
Well, in fact, it's quite interesting after the French president making the congratulatory remark, you have the Italian head of state now responding. So it's interesting with the way we have seen how things are really panning out in the last few months, and now changing equations. Alexander, if I can just take that question to you, because within the Republican camp right now, in terms of the renewing the relationship, many would say that changing administration in the United States of America does not really impact India right now, because it's almost like a Teflon coating that has come into the relationship. But do you believe that this could essentially mean bringing in the golden era of the two nations, the relationship once again renewing?
I have always believed that the foreign policies usually it's a long-lasting relationship. It normally won't change when administrations change. But in this case, I definitely believe that President Trump, because of the friendship between President Trump...
Alexander, there's a personal chemistry that we are referring to here, because one could easily look at the body language of both the leaders when they have been together. The kind of bonhomie that they essentially share that perhaps translates further. And if you really look at the images of President Biden along with Prime Minister Modi versus what we are looking at, even the images that we are now playing out, that in itself shows the comfort that both the leaders have.
Exactly. See, that's what I was trying to say. The friendship, Prime Minister Modi and President Trump, because of the policies that they aligned with, there are a lot of things they have in common. They have more things in common. That's what makes a relationship better.
Donald Trump.
Right. In fact, we're going to put out those images, multiple images, because that image in itself tells you the story. That it narrates the story that we have really seen over the last several years, where you've had the Prime Minister essentially referring to Donald Trump as his friend. He's done that multiple times, and in every speech that he has actually delivered, he's largely spoken about how things have nurtured over the years. Let's now break it down for all our viewers in terms of what is it really expected, perhaps in the months to come, and how India could play a very important role, particularly in the last few months. If you really see the way India has played a role diffusing tension, particularly in Israel as well as Russia-Ukraine war, do you essentially look at right now, Purnima, if I can bring that to you, do you really see right now, what's the view in America with regards to India's role right now?
Having me, I appreciate that. First of all, I want to say I'm beyond ecstatic. Been keeping it quiet, but I can't keep my excitement. First time, I'm just saying after Donald Trump talked, and I was speechless. I was beyond.